Good evening everyone. Welcome to Arpita Sharma classes. Today we are going to analyze the Hindu newspaper for 13th May 2020. We are also going to solve 4 prelims based MCQs from the current affairs. And also the class PDF will be uploaded on my Telegram channel Simplifying UPSC with Ease. क्लास का PDF हमारे Telegram channel Simplifying UPSC with Ease पर अपलोड हो जाता है, आप वहां से डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं। क्लास हिंदी और इंग्लिश दोनों ही लैंग्वेजेस में ली जाएगी। 90% इंग्लिश विल बी यूज्ड, 10% हिंदी विल बी यूज्ड। एंड वी आर आल्सो गोइंग टू सॉल्व प्रीलिम्स बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस इन द क्लास। सबसे पहले हम प्रीलिम्स बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस ही सॉल्व करेंगे अपनी क्लास में। Also, here's a small announcement for all of you. I'm going to take a free Unacademy Plus special class. मैं Unacademy Plus के प्लेटफॉर्म पर एक फ्री स्पेशल लाइव क्लास लेने जा रही हूँ। That class will be conducted on 15th May 2020. So you can register in this class. It will be a free class. ये एक free class होगी, okay? So you can register in this class. Link is given below in the description box. नीचे description box में link भी दिया हुआ है. The class will be covering current affairs through MCQs Jan 2020. Jan 2020 के important current affairs MCQ के format में हम cover करेंगे इस class में. It will be a free special class. You can register now. It will be conducted on 15th May 2020 from 11 to 12. सुबह 11 से 12 बजे एक क्लास कंडक्ट की जाएगी, 1 घंटे की क्लास होगी। ऑल्सो यू कैन सब्सक्राइब टू अनअकैडमी प्लस। आई एम टेकिंग आर्ट एंड कल्चर कोर्सेज एंड करंट अफेयर्स लास्ट 1 year रिविजन कोर्स ऑन अनअकैडमी प्लस। You can subscribe to Unacademy Plus. You can take 1 month, 3 months, 6 month or 12 month subscription and use Sharma 20 referral code to get 10% discount as well. Sharma 20 यहाँ पर referral code use करके आपको 10% का easily discount मिल जाएगा। Let's move forward. Question number 1. Consider the following pairs. States are given and festivals are given. You have to tell me which one is correctly matched. कौन सा correctly matched है? Hornbill Festival Nagaland, Sangai Festival Manipur, Losong Festival Meghalaya. You have 5 seconds time to answer this question. आपके पास 5 सेकंड का टाइम है इस क्वेश्चन को आंसर करने के लिए। करेक्ट आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन इज, इस क्वेश्चन का करेक्ट आंसर है it is A. That is 1 and 2 are correctly matched. A is the correct answer because Losong festival is not celebrated in Meghalaya, it is celebrated in Sikkim. ये सिक्किम में सेलिब्रेट किया जाता है, मेघालय में नहीं, ठीक है। फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड आर करेक्ट, थर्ड इज नॉट करेक्ट। हॉर्नबिल फेस्टिवल इज नोन एज फेस्टिवल ऑफ फेस्टिवल्स। इसको त्योहारों का त्योहार बोला जाता है। इट इज ऑर्गेनाइज्ड एवरी ईयर टू सेलिब्रेट स्टेट डे ऑफ नागालैंड। हॉर्नबिल फेस्टिवल showcases rich Naga culture and traditions preserved over the years in form of music, dance and food. Sangai festival is the biggest festival of Manipur, celebrated for 10 days every November since 2010. Losong is New Year celebration of Bhutia tribes in Sikkim. Remember which tribe is involved. Festival falls on 18th day of 10th month of Tibetan lunar calendar when the harvesting season is over. So these festivals, when you study about them in newspaper or current affairs, you should know which tribe or which state celebrates them. Question number 2. With reference to National Nutrition Mission seen in the news, which of the following statements is or are correct? NNM targets to reduce stunting, undernutrition, anemia and reduce low birth weight. Mission will monitor, supervise, fix targets and guide the nutrition related interventions of different ministries. NNM will be rolled out in all the states and districts in a phased manner. Select the correct answer using the code given below. You have 5 seconds time to answer this question. 5 सेकंड का टाइम है आप लोगों के पास। The correct answer to this question is, it is D. D is the correct answer to this question. Alright, that means statement 1 is correct, 2 is correct and third is also correct. National Nutrition Mission, the target is to reduce stunting, undernutrition, anemia and reduce the low birth weight by 2%, 2%, 3% and 2% per annum respectively. NNM as an apex body, that is the topmost body, it will monitor, supervise, fix targets and guide the nutrition related interventions across the ministries. Okay. Question number 3. Operation Save Kurm, recently seen in news, is related to conservation of olive ridley turtles in India, combating illegal trade in live turtles and its parts, Indian Coast Guard's operation to rescue people affected by cyclone Oki. None of these statements are correct. Which statement is correct? बताएं कौन सा ऑप्शन सही है? The correct answer to this question is, it is B. Combating illegal trade in live turtles and its parts. B is the correct answer. Question number 4. Why does the eastern coast of India have more cyclones compared to the western coast of India? Waters of Arabian Sea are relatively colder compared to Bay of Bengal, which are not conducive to formation and intensification of cyclones. Eastern coast receives cyclones from Bay of Bengal as well as from the Pacific Ocean. Which statement is correct? Correct answer to this question is C. That is, both statement 1 and 2 are correct. दोनों ही statements correct हैं. The relatively colder waters of Arabian Sea are not conducive to formation and intensification of cyclones. Additionally, eastern coast of India receives cyclones that form not just in Bay of Bengal, mostly around Andaman Sea near the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, but also those which are traveling from the Pacific Ocean. Okay, so both statements are correct. Now let's analyze today's newspaper. The first news, India caught in US-China spat over Taiwan's status at WHO. As tensions between US and China rise over the novel coronavirus pandemic, India is set to take over as next chairperson of World Health Organization's decision-making executive body in May. And India is now facing a major choice on whether to support US move to reinstate Taiwan's observer status at WHO or to China's opposition to it. So basically, US wants Taiwan to become an observer member in WHO, right? But China is not in favor of this move. Now, India is in May in this month, India is going to be the next chairperson of World Health Organization's decision-making executive body. Now, India is in turmoil, whether we should accept China's proposal or we should accept US's proposal. And right now, China is not in the good books of any country in this world because of novel coronavirus pandemic, right? So India is very stressed out right now whether to, support China or to support US. How to be neutral in this case, right? किसी का भी साथ लेंगे तो दूसरी कंट्री बुरा मान जाएगी, किसी एक का साथ लेंगे तो इस केस में करें तो करे क्या, राइट? इंडिया अब WHO के डिसीजन मेकिंग बॉडी, एग्जीक्यूटिव बॉडी की चेयरपर्सन बनने वाली है मई मंथ में, राइट? तो अब प्रॉब्लम यह है कि यूएस बोल रहा है कि ताइवान को ऑब्जर्वर स्टेटस दिया जाए WHO में, वर्ल्ड हेल्थ असेंबली में, WHA में, बट चाइना बोल रहा है ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. तो अब इंडिया बीच में फंस गया है कि क्या करें. Now on WHO, this kind of question can be asked in prelims. Consider the following statements with respect to WHO. Its secretariat is located in Geneva, Switzerland. WHA is the supreme decision-making body of WHO, attended by delegations from all member states. Every year, April 7 is celebrated as World Health Day to commemorate the enforcement of WHO's constitution in 1948. Which statement is correct? Answer this question. WHO न्यूज में है तो क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, बिकॉज इट्स इन न्यूज, क्वेश्चन कैन कम. आंसर दिस क्वेश्चन. करेक्ट आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन इज डी. दैट इज ऑल ऑफ द अबव स्टेटमेंट्स आर करेक्ट. सभी स्टेटमेंट्स करेक्ट हैं. WHO's constitution came into force on 7th April 1948 and this date is celebrated as World Health Day. WHO is first global health organization. It has 194 member countries and the secretariat is located in Geneva, Switzerland. Okay. And WHA, it is a forum through which WHO is governed by its 194 member states. ये assembly जो है इसको use करके WHO को govern किया जाता है. It is world's highest health policy setting body and is composed of health ministers from member states. Clear everyone? All right. So now the next important news is PM announces ₹20 lakh crore economic surplus package. Very important news. ये आज की बहुत important news है, right? So Prime Minister Modi has said a new lockdown 4.0 beyond May 17 was in offing. That means अब नए lockdown की बात हो रही है. Some easing of restrictions will be done, but new lockdown is going to be implemented after May 17, and he has also announced economic stimulus package of rupees 20 lakh crore, which is estimated at 10% of the GDP. GDP का 10% है ये, right? And there has been a very clearly defined leap towards economic reforms that will, in his words, lead to Atmanirbhar Bharat or self-reliant resilient India. Basically in this lockdown, see, we have to live with this coronavirus for the time being. हम सबको पता है पूरी तरीके से भी घर में बंद नहीं हो सकते, वरना इकोनॉमी तितर बितर हो जाएगी. तो हमें क्या करना है, कोरोना वायरस को मात देनी है. कैसे? हम इसको, इसका इलाज तो ढूंढ ही रहे हैं, बट इकोनॉमिकली भी इसको हमें वीकन नहीं करने देना है, राइट? वी कैन नॉट अलाउ कोरोना वायरस टू वीकन अस इकोनॉमिकली ऑल्सो. So we have to fight it and live with it and win it, right? That is why Prime Minister Modi has, put forward the vision of self-reliant resilient India. He said that we have to limit or stop our imports and promote our exports, right? हमें अपने एक्सपोर्ट को प्रमोट करना है, इंपोर्ट पे लिमिट लगाना है, यानी कि हमें आत्मनिर्भर बनना है. हमें यही जो बाहर से हम जो मंगाते हैं वो यही बनाना है. Whatever we are getting from outside, we have to manufacture it within our country. We have to be self-resilient, we have to be self-reliant, right? That is the meaning of Atmanirbharta. So he talked about the Atmanirbhar Bharat. इन्होंने एक नया टॉपिक्स खड़ा कर दिया. उन्होंने बोला कि हम आत्मनिर्भर भारत बनाने की अब तैयारी करेंगे. That is a very very positive step taken in this pandemic. So he talked about 5 pillars of self-reliant India. इन्होंने 5 pillars की बात करी, right? These 5 pillars will support the vision of self-reliant India. These 5 pillars are: first is economy, second is infrastructure, third is system, fourth is vibrant demography, and fifth is demand. Economy means the quantum jumps, not incremental changes. Infrastructure, that represents modern India. System, that means technology driven economy. Demography means vibrant demography of the largest democracy. And demand, full utilization of power, demand and supply, right? So the mission is also expected to complement the Make in India initiative, because obviously we are becoming self-reliant and self-resilient now. So we are not going to import anything, we are going to make everything within our own country, within our own territory, within our own boundary, right? So this means encouraging the manufacturing in India. भारत में ही manufacturing को हम encourage करेंगे, right? Recently, Prime Minister Modi has announced Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, that is self-reliant India mission, with an economic stimulus package worth rupees 20 lakh crore aimed towards achieving the mission. The announced economic package is 10% of our India's GDP. Amount includes packages already announced at beginning of lockdown. So there will be RBI measures also which will be included. Payouts under Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana will also be included. And the package is expected to focus on 4 things. First is land. Second is labor. Third is liquidity. And fourth is laws. 4L. That means land, labor, liquidity and laws. Land, labor, liquidity, laws. 4 L's target होंगे इसमें. Now over here the self-reliant India mission. Just give me a second. ये जो सेल्फ रिलायंट इंडिया मिशन है, राइट, it aims towards cutting down import dependence by focusing on substitution, improving safety, compliance and quality goods to gain global market share. तो हम अपने imports को cut down करेंगे, exports पे focus करेंगे. We are going to focus on our exports and we are going to cut down our imports को हम cut down करेंगे. Self reliance neither signifies any exclusionary or isolationist strategies but involves creation of helping hand to the whole world. So why we are saying it is not exclusionary, right? Because we are not stopping our exports. Exports तो हम करेंगे but import कम करेंगे. हम अपनी country में जितना हो सके उतना बनाएंगे, right? हमसे जितना होगा हम उतना यहाँ पर product manufacture करेंगे. The mission focuses on the importance of promoting local products. The mission will be carried out in 2 phases. Phase 1 will be, it will consider sectors like medical textiles, electronics, plastic, toys, local manufacturing. Exports can be promoted in this sector. Phase 2 will consider products like gems, jewelry, pharma and steel, etc. Is clear everyone? Now inclusion of RBI's expenditure and fiscal package. The declared package is considered to be substantially less because it includes actions of RBI as part of government's fiscal package. Thus, government expenditure and RBI's actions are neither the same nor can they be added in this manner. For example, US announced relief package of 225 lakh crore. It refers to the money that will be spent by government. It does not include expenditure of Federal Reserve, but here we are including the announcements of RBI also. तो government की जो expenditure है वो इसमें कम होंगे included. Okay, clear? All right. Now implication of inclusion of RBI's expenditure. RBI ने जो announcement किया उसको भी हम इस 20 लाख करोड़ के पैकेज में include कर रहे हैं. तो इससे क्या implication होगा? If government is including RBI's liquidity decisions also in the calculation of this whole package which Prime Minister Modi has announced, then actual fresh spending by government could be lower, right? यानी कि RBI ने जो announcement की थी कि हम इतना पैकेज दे रहे हैं लोगों को, right? वो included है, यानी कि government की अपनी spending कम होगी. That's because RBI has been coming out with long-term repo operation LTRO. Why? To inject liquidity into banking system worth rupees 1 lakh crore at a time. If RBI launches LTRO of 1 lakh crore, then overall fiscal help falls by the same amount. Direct expenditure by government usually includes wage subsidy or direct benefit transfer or payment of salaries, etc. Immediately and necessarily stimulates the economy. So in other words, that money necessarily reaches the people either as through salary or purchase. But the measures of RBI, it includes credit easing. जो government के measures होते हैं, government कुछ include करती है पैकेज में, वो directly लोगों को help करेगा. या तो वो direct benefit transfer अनाउंस करेगी या वेज सब्सिडी अनाउंस करेगी. बट जो आरबीआई के मेजर्स होते हैं उससे क्रेडिट ईज हो जाता है. क्रेडिट इंटरेस्ट जो लोन इंटरेस्ट है वो कम हो जाते हैं, तो क्रेडिट ईज में हेल्प करता है. इन टाइम्स ऑफ क्राइसिस बैंक्स में टेक मनी फ्रॉम आरबीआई एंड इंस्टेड ऑफ लेंडिंग इट मे पार्क इट बैक विद द आरबीआई. Recently, Indian banks have parked rupees 8.5 lakh crores with central bank. So, in terms of calculation, RBI is given a stimulus of rupees 6 lakh crore, right? जो banks पार्क करती हैं अपना excess money RBI के पास, उसी में से fiscal package तैयार किया जाता है. Thus, the declared amount is 10% of GDP, but less than 5% cash outgo is expected. Next important topic, Arogya Setu mandatory for travel, says Railway. Now, what is Arogya Setu app? First of all, Railways has said that it was mandatory for those travelling via 15 special trains to download government's Arogya Setu mobile application. Now, what is Arogya Setu? This app has been launched by Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Remember the ministry's name. It will help people in identifying the risk of getting affected by coronavirus. It will calculate risk based on users' interaction with others using cutting-edge Bluetooth technology, algorithms, and artificial intelligence. It will be installed in the smartphone, and the app will detect other nearby devices also with the Arogya Setu installed. Okay, based on that, calculations will be done and then information will be passed on to the citizens. Second phase of Vande Bharat mission to begin on May 16. Vande Bharat mission will continue to focus on evacuating stranded Indians from Gulf countries while including new regions like Central Asia and East Europe during the second week beginning from May 16. First phase इसका हो गया 13th May तक, आज तक होना था, right? First phase was till 13th May, from 7 to 13th May. Now the second phase of Vande Bharat, that means evacuating the leftover stranded Indians from Gulf countries, it will start from May 16. Now this is the largest evacuation exercise which is named Vande Bharat mission. Remember this for prelims. इसको prelims के लिए याद रखना. Vande Bharat mission हमारा evacuation mission है. And what is Operation Samudra Setu? Indian Navy has launched Operation Samudra Setu as a part of national effort to repatriate Indian citizens from overseas. In this mission, Indian naval ships Jalashwa and Magar will be used. Okay. Next important news, India may miss nutrition targets. So global nutrition report आ गई है. Global nutrition report is out and it says that it has highest rates of inequalities in malnutrition. India is among 88 countries that are likely to miss global nutrition targets by 2025 according to Global Nutrition Report 2020. This report has also identified that the country is one with the highest rates of domestic inequalities in malnutrition. 2012 में क्या हुआ था? In 2012, WHO identified 6 nutrition targets for maternal, infant and young child nutrition to be met by 2025, and India has not performed well in this particular report. Global Nutrition Report 2020 stated that India is among 88 countries that are likely to miss global nutrition targets by 2025. इस रिपोर्ट में ये कहा गया है कि इंडिया उन 88 कंट्रीज में से एक है जो कि अपना टारगेट मिस कर देगी, ग्लोबल न्यूट्रिशन टारगेट 2025 का मिस कर देगी. It also identified the country as one with highest rate of domestic inequalities in malnutrition as well. So in 2012, WHO which is decision making body of World Health Organization (WHA), it identified 6 nutrition targets to be met by 2025. First target was that we need to reduce stunting by 40% in children under 5. We need to reduce prevalence of anemia by 50% among women in the age group of 19 to 49 years. Ensure 30% reduction in low birth weight. Ensure no increase in childhood overweight. Increase rate of exclusive breastfeeding in first 6 months up to at least 50%, and reduce and maintain childhood wasting to less than 5%. India will miss targets for all 4 nutritional indicators, that is stunting, anemia, childhood overweight and exclusive breastfeeding. तो ये जो 4 पैरामीटर्स है जो हैं इसमें इंडिया जो है वो अपना टारगेट मिस कर देगी. Data is 37.9% of children under 5 years are stunted and 20.8% are wasted. India is identified as among the 3 worst countries along with Nigeria and Indonesia for steep within country disparities in stunting. Rate of overweight and obesity continues to rise in India. There is inequity. Obese adult females यहाँ पर ज़्यादा हैं than the males. 1 in 2 women in India of reproductive age is anemic. Underweight children between 2000 and 2016, rates of underweight have decreased from 66% to 58% for boys and 54.2% to 50% in girls. So what is Global Nutrition Report? This report was conceived following the first Nutrition for Growth Initiative Summit in 2013. First report was published in 2014. It is like a report card. ये एक तरीके की report card है, right? On world's nutrition. वर्ल्ड की न्यूट्रिशन स्टेटस को ये डिफाइन करती है रिपोर्ट कार्ड, राइट? ग्लोबली, रीजनली, कंट्री बाय कंट्री, दिस इज अ रिपोर्ट कार्ड ऑन वर्ल्ड्स न्यूट्रिशन. इट्स अ मल्टी स्टेक होल्डर इनिशिएटिव कंसिस्टिंग ऑफ स्टेक होल्डर ग्रुप, इंडिपेंडेंट एक्सपर्ट ग्रुप एंड रिपोर्ट सेक्रेटेरिएट एज वेल. Now, what is malnutrition? It refers to deficiencies, excesses or imbalance in a person's intake of energy or nutrients. Clear? So, malnutrition can be divided into 2 parts, undernutrition and overweight, right? 2 पार्ट्स में 2 कंडीशंस होते हैं मैल न्यूट्रिशन के, अंडर न्यूट्रिशन और ओवरवेट. ऑलवेज रिमेंबर दिस. अंडर न्यूट्रिशन मीन्स स्टंटिंग, दैट मीन्स लो हाइट फॉर एज, जितनी एज है उसके हिसाब से हाइट कम होना. वेस्टिंग मीन्स लो वेट फॉर हाइट, जितनी हाइट है वेट उसके हिसाब से कम होना. अंडर वेट, लो वेट फॉर एज, दीज आर दी सिम्टम्स ऑफ अंडर न्यूट्रिशन. क्लियर? Next important news, Glenmark initiates phase 3 clinical trials of Favipiravir in India. So Glenmark Pharmaceuticals has said that it has started phase 3 clinical trials experiments on antiviral drug Favipiravir to check its efficacy on COVID-19 patients. Again, this is an experiment right now. ये अभी experiment ही है, clinical trials ही चल रहे हैं. Full fledged कोई क्योर अभी तक निकल के नहीं आया. Glenmark Pharmaceuticals is the first company in the country to initiate phase 3 clinical trials. Now this is very important for prelims. ये न्यूज prelims के लिए बहुत important है. Recently, Jharkhand's Sohrari Kovar painting and Telangana's Telia Rumal have been given GI tag. Sohrari Kovar paintings, they are traditional and ritualistic mural art. Mural art means wall painting. Mural art मतलब क्या होता है? Wall painting होती है, right? A mural is any piece of artwork painted or applied directly on a wall, ceiling or other permanent surfaces. It is being practiced by local tribal women during local harvest and marriage seasons using local naturally available soils of different colors in the area of Hazaribagh district of Jharkhand. And next is Telia Rumal. It is a cloth, involves intricate handmade work with cotton loom. एक तरीके का कपड़ा है जिसमें intricate handwork होता है. It is an art of ikat tradition. What is ikat? It is dyeing technique used to pattern textiles, okay, in which natural vegetable dyes are used. Clear? तो handloom process से related है ये. Always remember this. So this was all for today. This is the GI indication status. GI is an indication used to identify goods having special characteristics originating from definite geographical territory. So this is regulated under Geographical Indications of Goods Registration and Protection Act 1999. The act is administered by Controller General of Patents, Designs and Trademarks, who is the Registrar of Geographical Indications, and it is located in Chennai. Remember this. और एक tag 10 साल तक valid होता है. One tag is valid for 10 years. Remember this. Clear? So this was all for today. I hope you enjoyed today's class. If you really enjoyed it, do not forget to like, share and subscribe, and also register to this free live class to be conducted on Unacademy Plus on May 15, 2020. This will be a 1 hour class. 1 घंटे की क्लास होगी ये सुबह 11 से 12. And also we are keeping a like target of this video at 100 likes. Like target रखते हैं 100 likes का इस क्लास पे. Let's see if we are able to achieve the target or not. Thank you and have a nice day.